Everyone says solar saves money, but is it actually worth it for your home? Hello and welcome back to Eco-Friendly Fact. Today, we're tackling a big question. Is rooftop solar really worth it in the United States? Over the last decade, solar installations have exploded, yet many homeowners still wonder whether the benefits outweigh the costs. We'll break down what solar really costs, how long it takes to pay off, who should and shouldn't install panels, and the environmental impacts. By the end, you'll have a realistic picture of solar's pros, cons, and expectations. Step 1. Understanding the costs and savings. Installing solar isn't cheap. A well-designed system typically costs about $2.84 per watt on average in the US, though competitive markets can drop that to around $2.50 per watt. For a typical home requiring a 12-kilowatt system, that works out to roughly $29,649 before incentives. The upfront cost includes panels, inverters, racking, wiring, permits, and labor. So how does this investment pay back? Most homeowners recover their costs through lower utility bills. According to Energy Sage, the average solar shopper breaks even after about 10 years, and their detailed example, a 12-kilowatt system costing roughly $28,505 after local rebates, produces annual savings of $2,822 and reaches a payback period of about 10.1 years. Another analysis from A1 Solar Store estimates that a properly sized system pays for itself in about 7.3 years on average. Consumer guides note that payback periods across the U.S. generally range from 5 to 15 years. States with high electricity rates like California, Massachusetts, and Hawaii often see faster payback even though installation costs may be higher. Without incentives, these numbers could look very different. For years, homeowners were able to claim a 30% federal tax credit, but due to the One Big Beautiful Bill passed in 2025, the residential credit expired on December 31, 2025. That means new homeowner-owned systems installed after 2025 can't claim the federal credit. Some states and utilities still offer rebates or property tax exemptions, so check your local programs. Because the federal credit ended, payback periods will lengthen unless other incentives are available. Step 2. Who should and shouldn't install solar? Solar panels work in every U.S. climate, but your roof must be suitable. The Department of Energy advises that panels perform best on south-facing roofs with slopes between 15 and 40 degrees. If your roof faces east or west, you'll still get most of the benefit. Production drops roughly 15% compared with south-facing panels. A north-facing roof is the poorest orientation. It can reduce production by around 25 to 30%, and Consumer Affairs warns that installing on a steep north-facing roof could increase costs by 30 to 40%. Solar United Neighbors emphasizes that shading is also critical. Your roof should be free of shade for most of the day. Trees, chimneys, or vents can significantly cut output. Roof size and condition matter too. A large, uninterrupted area is needed for enough panels to offset your usage. If your roof is more than 10 to 15 years old, you may need to replace it before installing solar, so you don't have to remove panels later. Different roofing materials require different mounting systems. If your roof isn't suitable or you rent your home, community solar projects allow you to buy into a shared array and receive credits on your utility bill. Step 3. Setting realistic expectations. Going solar doesn't mean an end to your power bills. You'll still pay a small monthly grid connection fee and possibly time-of-use charges. Net metering policies vary by state. Some utilities credit excess generation at full retail rates, while others provide lower wholesale credits. High demand during late afternoon means panels oriented slightly southwest are more valuable in areas with time-of-use rates. Solar panels last a long time, but their output declines slowly. A 2024 National Renewable Energy Laboratory study found median degradation of about 0.75% per year, meaning panels still operate at roughly 81% of their original output after 25 years. Energy Sage notes that most panels have a useful life of 25 to 30 years, and warranties often guarantee minimum performance for that period. High-quality panels degrade less, some premium brands as low as 0.25% per year. Even after you pay off your system, maintenance and occasional repairs are needed. Cleaning panels, monitoring inverters, and possibly replacing an inverter around year 10 can add costs. Batteries add resilience, but significantly increase upfront costs. A battery can cost $7,000 to $18,000 and may need replacement after 10 to 15 years.
Step 4. Environmental perspective. One of the biggest reasons people go solar is to reduce carbon emissions. A 2026 article on solar's life cycle impact reports that modern panels offset the carbon generated during manufacturing within 1 to 4 years. Over their lifespan, solar panels produce electricity with 33 to 50 grams of CO2 equivalent per kilowatt hour, compared with about 820 grams CO2e per kilowatt hour for coal. That's a 16 to 25 times reduction in emissions, illustrating why solar is considered a key climate solution. However, remember that panels degrade and eventually need recycling. Many communities are developing solar recycling programs. Step 5. Practical tips and real-life examples. Evaluate your roof. Use tools like PV Watts from the National Renewable Energy Laboratory to estimate production and savings for your address. Hire a certified installer to perform an on-site assessment. Check incentives. With the federal tax credit gone for homeowners, state and local rebates or SREC markets play a bigger role. Many states still offer rebates, performance-based incentives, or property tax exemptions. Net metering rules also vary, so contact your utility before signing a contract. Consider community solar. If you rent or have a shaded roof, community solar lets you subscribe to a shared array and receive bill credits. Budget for maintenance. Save funds for inverter replacement and potential roof work, and know that batteries are optional but costly. Be realistic about savings. Payback periods vary widely. In sunny states with high electricity rates, solar might pay off in 7 years. In states with cheap electricity, it could take 12 to 15 years. Use quotes from multiple installers and look at your own utility bills to estimate your timeline. Solar can be a great investment for the right home and the right homeowner. It reduces greenhouse gas emissions and can lower your electric bills significantly. But it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Roof orientation, shading, electricity rates, and available incentives all influence whether it's worth it. Do your homework, talk to reputable installers, and explore community solar if rooftop panels aren't feasible. If you found this information useful, give this video a like, share it with a friend who's considering solar, and subscribe to Eco-Friendly Fact for more practical tips on sustainable living. Let's make informed decisions together and move toward a cleaner energy future.